Welcome back to Escapement and Watch. Falling Titan here. Today, a micro brand. We usually don't do micro brands. We scared away Christopher Ward. Let's see if we can scare away BOLDR. BOLDR Supply Co. That is the brand. This is the watch. Their mantra or slogan is hashtag Be BOLDR. You know what? I am gonna take the road less traveled. I am gonna be more adventurous. Let's be bolder. Honey, dinner was flavorless last night. Feels good to be bolder. Get that off my chest.
Does this feel good?
I want to start off by thanking BOLDR for the vote of confidence in the channel by donating this to the channel. And I read the email between BOLDR and my wife. My wife does all the business relation emails for me nowadays. Yay for me. And when she said, I cannot control what Falling Titan says, he will say whatever he wants. And BOLDR was so cool with that. And I love it. I did read the emails. So thank you, BOLDR. Now let's check out the unboxing experience. This is a cool little box. It might look big on my camera, but it's tiny. All right, you can see very tough and rugged. Very cool packaging. Of course, I already have the watch out. Now this comes on a NATO right here. All right. The NATO has black PVD hardware matching the case, and it's that tough, rugged style of NATO. No seatbelt style. You know that soft, slippery, super smooth style? No. This is the tough one. Suits the watch. Now what else do you get? You get a little packet. Ooh, I love the stickers. Yes, stickers are awesome. And instructions, we don't need it. You get a little microfiber. Don't worry, I can handle the dirt. That's awesome. All right. This is an awesome case. Really liking the packaging. Okay, the box is put away. Now let's begin introducing the BOLDR Venture Black Dawn in full titanium. One of my favorite materials for a watch. It's just such a fantastic material. What do you guys think of titanium watches? And let me know down in the comments, what is your first impression of this watch? Are you guys aware of this brand? I know they're no longer really a micro brand. I think they've evolved past that and become well established with a hardcore fan base. And I can see why. This watch is a handsome piece. Big fan of it. Now PVD, not a fan of. I would never wear a PVD watch. It's just not my style. I don't like it, but I can see black being, well, BOLDR says black goes with everything, and we all know that that's true, of course. And I can see black being an important color for a field watch, or of course, a trench military watch. You know, it helps not catch attention, bright, blingy attention. Makes sense, not a fan of it, but it looks fantastic. I can see people loving this if you're into PVD watches. Now the case shape, it looks so interesting. Very angular, almost integrated bracelet look now. But when you put a strap here, it's gonna look like it does have a little bit of lugs with those sharp edges. It looks fantastic. This is a cool case shape. Very stout and a little bit thick for its short dimensions. We're gonna check the dimensions out soon. Definitely unique for a field watch. Usually I'm used to Hamilton's. You know Hamilton, they've owned the field watch game since forever. 19, even earlier, I don't know, when they made their first field watch. So definitely BOLDR has some work to do in that aspect. But you know what, guys? I kind of like this a bit better. I'm gonna be honest. Just the look of it is just so cool. And you don't have to deal with those crazy long lugs that hammies have. It's a nice take on the field watch. Now the measurements, I got 38.3 in diameter Excellent compact size. 12.1 in thickness, and the lug to lug 44.3. So very compact. Gonna wear great on many wrists. It wears great on my 6.5-inch wrist. We're gonna see it at the end of the video. The optional bracelet is full titanium with solid end links and solid links. However, it does look like it's 3 pieces, but it's actually 1 piece. You can see me walking it. There we go. So articulation, not the greatest. Right there. It does use screwed links. You're gonna need a tiny, I think 1 mil or 1.2 to size it. Signed BOLDR clasp, fold over, and then it's still locked. You got 2-button release right there. So very secure. Unfortunately, not a fully milled clasp. It's just stamped titanium. And we do have 3 micro adjusts. All right, so compact and simple clasp, very nice. Now the fitment of those end links, you can see there is a little ledge where it meets the case. So it's not a flush fitment. So a little bit of a QC issue, but on this side, it's still not flush, but it is almost flush. It is better on this side, but this is a minor gripe. It's hard to notice. Again, you got to be picky like me. See? Hard to notice. So the bracelet is probably my biggest negative of the watch. It does jingle and jangle, but I would still recommend it because of the look, the integrated look, and it is still full titanium. So I think it just matches the watch much better than the NATO. Now the case back does have some limited edition artwork, and I believe it's titanium and not PVD coated. Thank God for that, because PVD feels kind of chalky. Now the sapphire crystal does have AR, as you can see. It is blue AR, and I'm not a fan of blue AR on black dials. Sometimes it turns a black dial into a grayish dial. But this one, not bad. It's doing well, very clear, but just hoping maybe for an update, clear AR on the next gen. Now the dial and hands, we have a beautiful matte black dial with a faux patina look. It's almost yellowish. It's a nice contrast with the black. We got Arabics all around and lume pips all around. And then of course we got military time on the inside track of those Arabics. Very cool. And the second hand has a splash of yellow. It's a nice cohesive design. The syringe style hands and second hand looks to be titanium colored brushed stainless steel. Very nice. Now the price. This is the good part. $339 USD, under that $500 sweet spot a lot of us like to stay at. Now that's with the NATO. You got to pay extra for the bracelet. This one is on special for $99 US. So in total, $438 USD for this watch in this spec. Now let's compare it to the SKX. These 2 watches are a good 2-watch collection. You got a dive watch and you got a tough field watch. Now this field watch has 200 meters of water resistance, just like the SKX, and a screw down crown, just like the SKX. So that's awesome. Now the crown is a little bit grindy or gritty. When it was brand new, it was very smooth, but here's the problem with PVD. The crown tube, of course, is not coated, thank God, but the PVD crown, the inside threads are PVD coated, and when you screw it down, eventually you're gonna wear and tear that PVD coating off, metal grinding on metal when you screw it down, and it's just gonna be gritty, and you're gonna hear this. That's the metal on metal. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a PVD fan. I've never had a PVD watch with a good crown, ever. Never, and probably will never. Here she is on my 6.5-inch wrist. Guys, I'm really liking 38 millimeters nowadays. I think it's starting to become my sweet spot. sticks out just a little bit with that 12 mil height. And yeah, I think it wears great, ultra comfortable. You can hardly feel it. It's unbelievable. Now, some of you may feel that the watch feels cheap, but you gotta get away from that mindset. It's just titanium is so light, and a lot of people equate weight or heft with quality. Now, of course, you know, the bracelet is jingly and jangly, and it is of course not the greatest quality, but that effect is amplified because of the titanium. So keep that in mind, because the watch is a solid tank. It's a tiny tank and a light tank, but it is a solid tank. Okay guys, I had to reposition it for you guys to see it. 84 grams, unbelievable for a full titanium watch. That's crazy. That's an amazing, comfortable. Guys, you're not gonna feel the watch on your wrist. And if you ever get used to that, you're gonna love it. For example, we got a Spirit from Longines. Let's check it out. 157. So basically double the weight. This thing feels heavy. That's crazy. The power of titanium. Let's begin. 312 amplitude. Wow. Let's ignore the first number like we always do. And 0.0 milliseconds in BOLDR. I have a strong feeling that BOLDR regulates these watches very, very nice. And you know me guys, I do a lot of Seikos, and I never see that high of an amplitude on the NH. That is a powerful amplitude. Very nice. Kind of makes you wonder, do proper brands get a better movement instead of, you know, when we buy the NH off eBay to do mods and stuff? Do they get a better movement than us? I'm just speculating, of course. But these numbers are pretty good. +3, +3, +3, and +3, and no BOLDR, and 300 amplitude. Very, very nice. Good job, BOLDR. Okay, here is the Lume Shot, looking fantastic. I wonder what they're using. They call it Japan Super Luminova instead of Swiss Super Luminova. But anyways, it looks great. It looks a little bit almost X1 like. Maybe for sure C3, because it's strong. Let's bring in the SKX to compare it. SKX has the edge, of course, it is a dive watch. But guys, I'm looking around the camera and they're very similar. The camera is making the SKX look a bit brighter, but they're actually very close. Well done. So fantastic lume. This is a great field watch. I love all the Arabics being loomed. Except for, of course, the 4 o'clock, where the date window is. Here she is in the half lighting. What a beautiful watch. Under $500, full titanium, sapphire crystal, 200-meter water resist, screw down crown. That is a winning combination. Put it with a Seiko movement that's tough and reliable, and you have a great timepiece. This is a great daily beater, and it is tough and it is strong, and it's titanium, and I love titanium. It's just cool. Field watches, I'm a big fan of them, and I love Arabics on the dial. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.